Met you by the ice chest, dirt road, late July. Jerk bed full of half-warm beer, sun still in your eyes. You laughed at my old ball cap, said it'd see some miles. I said I'd drive you anywhere just to see that smile. We got a tailgate to the stars, two hearts in one old car, love in a mason jar, shaking in the dark. We got grass on our jeans, sweet on your lips, gasoline. Who needs a map when I got your hand, baby? That's all I understand. Just you and me, and this beat up heart, tailgate to the stars. On my dashboard, bare feet by the fall. That creek below the cottonwoods, heard every secret, every call. He chased my name in red dust on its silver Chevy door. This is what broke looks like. I don't perfect anymore. We got a tailgate to the stars, two hearts in one old car, love in a mason jar, shaking in the dark. We got grass on our jeans, speed on your lips, gasoline. That's all I understand. Just you and me, and this beat up heart, tailgate to the stars. We learned how to fight soft, turn thunder into rain. You cried in my blue work shirt, mascara on the grain. Kitchen light at midnight, cold coffee, won't regret. I said, I ain't going anywhere. And said, you better not forget. We got a tailgate to the stars, two hearts in one old car, love in a mason jar, shaking in the dark. We got grass on our jeans, sweet on your lips, gasoline. Who needs a map when I got your hand, baby? That's all I understand. Just you and me, in this beat up heart, tailgate to the stars. One day they'll sell that Chevy to some kid down the road, to crank up some new love song where our old stories roll. They'll never know our names, but they'll park where we once parked, where we promised forever under that big breathing dog. Yeah, forever. If the good Lord sips the porch light, calls one of us on home, Promise me you'll keep my hat right there by the phone. And when that burn storm hits you and you're standing in the yard, look up where we used to look. I won't be very far. We got a tailgate to the stars, 2 hearts and 1 old car. World in a mason jar, shaking in the dark. We got glass on our jeans, sweet on your lips, gasoline. Met you by the ice machine, July heat, dust on my jeans. You lapped in my hometown shirt. Said, you boys ever leave this dirt? I said, sometimes I drive too far. Turn this county into my backyard. You hop right up in my truck, kicked off boots, said, turn it up. We got backroad hearts on fire, old souls tangled in barbed wire, kissing like we're gonna disappear. Every mile pulling you near. You're my wow, my worn-out tie, my church pew, my front porch choir. If this whole world goes dark tonight, we'll still burn. Burn! Backroad hearts on fire. We skipped stones off the reservoir, shared secrets underneath the stars. You traced scars on my left arm, said, who hurt you? I won't, I swear. I told stories I never told about a ring and a promise gone cold. You just squeezed my calloused hand, said, boy, I ain't her, I understand. We got backroad hearts on fire, old souls tangled in barbed wire, kissing like we're gonna disappear. Every mile pulling you near. You're my wow, my worn-out tie, my church pew, my front porch choir. If this whole world goes dark tonight, we'll still burn. Burn! Backroad hearts on fire. Your mama said I drove too fast. Your daddy swore we'd never last. I mowed his yard from June to fall. Now he calls me son in the church hall. We found a house with a crooked gate, leaky roof, but the bones were great. Painted rooms with a radio low, dancing barefoot on the plywood floor. Who knew hammer nails and grocery runs could feel like fireworks and smoking guns? Who knew Sunday bills and Monday chores could sound like you humming by the screen door? We got backroad hearts on fire, old souls tangled in barbed wire, fighting over nothing, making up 2 cracked mugs, 1 coffee cup. You're my wow, my worn-out tie, my storm sky, my small-town choir. If this whole world goes dark tonight, we'll still burn. Burn! Backroad hearts on fire. We learned love ain't all moonlight, it's morning bread Somehow shape the vows we made. Every silence, every shout teaches us what love's about. We got backroad hearts on fire, old souls tangled in barbed wire, crying in the kitchen, holding on. One small flame till the dark is gone. You're my wild, my worn-out tire, my rough edge and my tender wire. If this old world goes dark tonight, we'll still burn. Backroad hearts on fire. Backroad hearts on fire. We'll get old, you know we will. Wrinkled hands on the same old hill, watching grandkids chase the light as the day runs out of sky. You still steal all the covers, still roll your eyes at my jokes. Will we still dance slow in the hallway to songs only we know? If your memory ever fades, I retell every single day how you met me by that ice machine, how we turned this gravel into a dream. Oh yeah, we got backroad hearts on fire, old souls tangled in barbed wire. From first hello to last goodbye, we'll ride it out, you and I. You're my wild, my worn-out tire, my last match, my sweetest choir. If this whole world goes dark tonight, we'll still met you on a Tuesday, that stony boots, sun on your face. You laughed at my old pickup, said it looked like it could lose a race. You tossed your bag in the back, climbed right across shotgun. Right then I knew my heart was aiming its song. You're my shotgun love song, blasting through this broke down heart. Every mile at the small town sunset pulls us closer than we were at the start. If this road keeps rolling, I keep my hand in yours, baby. You're my shotgun love song, and I'll sing till my voice gets hoarse.
Oh, we talked about your hometown, your mama's porch and your old dog Jack. You asked about my scars, the ones you couldn't see out back.
I told you about my leaving, all the times I got it wrong. You said, boy, you can stay a while, you don't always have to move on. You're my shotgun love song, blasting through this broke down heart. Every mile, every small town sunset pulls us closer than we were at the start. If this road keeps rolling, I'll keep my hand in yours, baby. You're my shotgun love song, and I'm singing till my voice gets hoarse. 4 years and a few wrong turns, painted walls and a two-room place, burnt toast and Sunday sermons, your mascara on my pillowcase.
We fought about the small things, if the dead are getting cold, but somehow in the quiet we find a way to fold.
memories like shirts, stack them on a bedroom chair. We come back to the middle, find our hearts already there. You're my shotgun love song, playing on a long ride home. Every scar, every cracked up memory feels better when I'm not alone. If the star keeps coming, let the thunder shake these doors, baby. Know my shotgun love song, and I'm singing till my voice gets hoarse. Daddy didn't like me, thought I dragged you out too fast. Said I'd be a firework, just a flash like wouldn't last.
But you stood in the doorway,
So Daddy,
this is who I choose.
I never loved you more than watching you refuse to lose. If the gas runs out, we'll walk the rest. If the sky falls down, we'll call it blessed. If the good days fade and my hard days stay, I'll love you anyway. I'll love you anywhere. Oh, you're my shotgun word song, blasting through this broke down hall. Every mile, every small town sunset pulls us closer than we were at the start. If this road keeps rolling, I keep my hand in yours, baby. Throw my shotgun love song, and I'm set till my voice gets hoarse. Someday we'll be silver, lines on our hands, stories in our eyes. You'll still steal my jacket,
I'll still kiss you between the nights. Radio on, windows down, wide open, stars above.
till the last breath leaves me. I'll be driving with my shotgun love.
With my
You wiping down the counter at that old Main Street bar, name tag hanging sideways, little chip red jar full of tips and folded phone numbers. you never planned to call. I walked in for a quick one, stumbled into it all. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. I was drifting like a dandelion, blowing through this busted town. Then your laugh cut through the static, you turn this runaway around.
You said, boy, you look like trouble, with that half-crooked grin, boot heels on the ball rail. You poured whiskey, not my sins.
We talked about our busted hearts, cars that never made it far, how your daddy taught you patience, mine taught leaving in the dark. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. I was drifting like a dandelion, blowing through this busted town. Then your laugh cut through the static, you turn this runaway around.
First day by the river, mosquitoes, June heat. You showed up in your work boots, cut-offs, bare feet, radio on the dashboard, static, then a tune. You leaned back on that blanket, said, come see this kind of moon.
I'd been all edge, all armor, all joke, all smoke, all show, but you saw past the stories to the part I didn't show. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. I was drifting like a dandelion, blowing through this busted town. Then your eyes said, boy, you're home now. You turned this runaway around.
We burned through all 4 seasons in that borrowed single wide. Stacked your textbooks on the dresser, hung my cap on the side. Mismatched cups in the pantry, secondhand old couch. You painted all the cabinets blue, said we'll make this sacred ground somehow. Friday nights at the drive-in, cheap popcorn on your shirt. You cried during the previews, laughed through all the hurt. You traced plans on my forearm, little house, big oak tree, dog prints in the backyard, baby names in between.
From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. We were dreaming over dishes, talking someday, talking soon, with a street light through the window, painting halos in the room. Remember that storm rolled in, tore down half this town. You stood in the doorway shaking, said, what if it all falls down?
I wrapped my arms around you, said let it all shake loose. We'll nail back every shingle. I ain't running, I choose you.
I choose you. We fought like summer thunder, over money, over pride. I slipped on that torn-out sofa, you cried in the bathroom quiet. But even in the silence, with our tempers running hot, your coffee cup beside mine said we
still got a shot.
Love ain't all fairground lights and kisses on the hood. It's oil stains in the driveway, doing more than what you could. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. From I might to I promise, from I'll try to yes I do. Every mile and every meltdown, just another road to you.
Your mama beat the doctor to the hospital that day, cried into your hair and whispered, baby, it's gonna be okay.
You squeezed my fingers breathless, said, let it all shake loose. We'll nail back every shingle. I ain't running, I choose you.
I choose you.
Met you at the exit off of exit 23. You were buying coffee, I was buying gasoline. You laughed when my card wouldn't swipe that day. Said, guess the universe wants you to stay. Love like that don't fade, it burns like a match on a midnight back road turn. From a slow dance in a stranger's bar to your name on a keychain hanging in my car. We were young, we were wild, we were lean on luck, but your hand on my knee said this is enough. Yeah, love like that keeps coming back. We moved in half a mile from your folks. Hand-me-down sofa, hand-me-down jokes. Painted every room with a cheap old brush. You got blue on your nose, I fell harder at once. Love like that don't need much cash, just a box spring bed and a grocery sack, a crooked mailbox and a coffee cup you steal from the diner when the sun comes up. We were broke, we were tired, we were counting change, but your head on my chest made it all feel straight. Yeah, love like that keeps coming back. You cried on the porch with that phone in your hand, said the doctor just called, we need a new plan. I held you so close, felt you come undone. Swore on that railing we still see the sun. Every hard word, every slam door, every long night on the cold wood floor. I kept thinking as your shoulders shook, this ain't the end, it's a brand new book. Love like that walks through the fire, through the hard news calls and the worn out tires, through the what ifs and the sleepless nights, through the quiet car rides and the strangled fights. We were scared, we were small, we were losing ground, but your voice in the dark was my favorite sound. Yeah, love like that keeps coming back. Year 5 hit like a freight train storm. Dishes in the sink, clothes never warm. You were working late, I was gone all week. 2 ghosts in a house, too tired to speak. Then one day, you slammed the drawer, said, what are we even doing this for? I dropped my keys by the kitchen light, said I'm here right now, let's choose tonight. Love like that don't run, it stays, pours another cup and it learns your name. silence still leans in, says, tell me the truth, where do we begin? We were worn, we were sore, we were paper thin, but your eyes met mine and I saw you again. Yeah, love like that keeps coming back. I still see you in that gas station glow. First hello, first I don't know. Every mile, every wrong turn sign, somehow all of them led to your side. Now the kids in the yard leave their bikes in the drive. You tap on the glasses to keep them alive. The streak of gray running through your hair. You roll your eyes, I swear I still stare. Some folks say it all fades fast, that the good days live in the distant past. But you laugh and the lines at the edge of your eyes looks better now than July sky. Love like that grows, it bends, puts deeper roots in the hard-packed sand. Through the cracked phone screens and the late night bills, through the sick day calls and the quiet pills. We got dents, we got scars, but we're still right here. And your hand in mine feels brand new each year. Yeah, love like that keeps coming back. Counting blessings, you're counting. You rolled in late in that rusted Ford, dust on your boots on my front porch. Coffee in your hand, half asleep, said I didn't plan on falling this deep. You laughed it off, kicked at a stone, said, guess I'm better when I'm not alone. I tried to speak, but my tongue got tied, 'cause every road I'd run just stopped in your eyes. We're running on a half tank, full heart, windows down in the dark, singing every crooked mile into the stars. If the highway ends, we'll park on the shoulder of the sky. If it all falls apart, I still got your hand on my arm. Half tank, full heart. We got bills stacked up on the counter there. You're wearing my flannel, sitting in my chair, circling dates on a no-wall chart, talking about Sunday like it's not that far. You say love ain't magic, it's mud and rain, it's late night fights and staying anyway. I kiss your wrist where the paint's still wet from fixing this house. We ain't finished yet. We're running on a half tank, full heart, windows down in the dark, singing every crooked mile into the stars. If the highway ends, we'll park on the shoulder of the sky. If it all falls apart, I still got your hand on my arm. Half tank, full heart, yeah. Your mama called, said she's doing fine, told you she can hear you in my laugh sometimes. Your daddy still checks on the weather up here, thinks that we're living off luck and beer. We missed the rent check by day last June. You cried in the kitchen, I hummed a tune. We danced between dishes and overdue cards, your cheek on my chest, my fear in your arms. We're running on a half tank, full heart, windows down in the dark, singing every crooked mile into the stars. If the highway ends, we'll park on the shoulder of the sky. If it all falls apart, I still got your hand on my arm. Half tank, There's a Polaroid stuck in the mirror frame. Your hair's all wild, we're both half insane. Caught in the rain by the county line. You wrote on the bottom, glad you're mine. We've changed our plans more than I can count. Dreams got smaller, love got loud. We don't say perfect, we say try. We don't say always, we say stand by. We're running on a half tank, full heart, windows down in the dark, singing every crooked mile into the stars. If the highway ends, we'll park on the shoulder of the sky. If it all falls apart, I still got your hand on my arm. Half tank, full heart. Someday we'll be gray on a Sunday swing, talking about the mess and the joy it brings. Your laugh will be softer, my back will be sore, but I'll still be reaching for you by the door. Kids all grown, chasing what they want. We'll sit in that quiet that used to haunt. You'll look at me with that same old spark, say, guess we did alright with this half-tank heart. We're running on. You were pouring cheap wine, hear the jar with my name, bare feet on my dash, you're like you'd never be tamed. July wind in your hair, sunburn on my arm. You were laughing too loud, I was falling too hard. I took the long way down that back road to your heart. Through every wrong turn, slow burn, every step and start. I drove through heartache, chasing every star. But all those small town miles just led me back road to your heart. Back road to your heart, yeah. That old county line sign saw us fighting that night. You said, boy, you don't listen, you just think you're right. I slammed the door, truck in gear, dust cloud in my mirror. Put your jacket on my seat, made you feel too near. I took the long way down that back road to your heart. Through every wrong turn, slow burn, every step and start. I drove Tried to outrun your memory, burning through the gasoline. But every highway exit sign spilled out your name. In the dark, back road to your heart. Well, here's my last tank, here's my last chance, pulling into your driveway, ask you for that dance. You smile, took you long enough, then you climb into my arms. Guess I was always headed back road to your heart. Back road to your You were pouring cheap beer in a hole in my wall, Saturday tips in a crooked glass jar. I was 3 long days and from an overtime week, dust on my boots and my broken-in heart. You laughed when I missed the stool by a mile, said, careful cowboy, that's a hard way down. I was hooked in a heartbeat, hooked on that smile, like you lit up the darkest bar in this town. Love hit me like a back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest on a ragged old seat. Windows down, your hair in the wind, every little mile pulling me in. If this is all I ever get to keep, you in that sundress, bare feet on my seat, then darling, I don't need a thing but this back road heartbeat and your front seat kiss. Oh yeah. We threw our names with a pocket knife deep in that oak by the fishing hole bin. You said maybe this is just a summertime thing. I said, girl, I hope summer never ends. You stole my hat and you ran through the field, kicking up dust where the fireflies spin. I swear the sky leaned closer to hear every small seat you let me in. Love hit me like a back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest on a ragged old seat. Windows down, you laugh in the dark, dashboard glowing like a falling star. If this is all I ever get to keep, you in that sundress, bare feet on my seat, then darling, I don't need a thing but this back road heartbeat and your front seat kiss. Met your mama over pot roast and prayer. Your daddy stared holes clear through my shirt. I asked what I wanted with his stubborn wild girl. I said everything, sir, for better or worse. You squeezed my knee under that old pine table, I saying thank you and don't you dare run. I'd walk through every smaller town whisper just to be your foolish faithful one. I've been broke, I've been burned, thought I was done taking turns, but your hand in mine made a long life feel like mine to learn. Love hit me like a back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest on a ragged old seat. Windows down, the radio low, 2-lane faith in the way we go. If this is all I ever get to keep, you humming along off key, off beat, then darling, I don't need a thing but this back road heartbeat in your front kitchen light bill stacked high on the countertop. Slammed a few doors, said things we regret, swore we were done, then we never quite stopped. Cause you come back wearing my old shirt, I still red, but your pride laid down. You say I still choose you in the hurt, and that simple truth shakes this whole old town. There was rain in the forecast the day we got hitched, but the clouds held back till we said I do. Your grandpa cried, preacher's voice broke, I just kept staring at the light on you. We danced in mud when the sky gave in, your veil stuck wet to your laughing face. Every storm since then when the thunder begins, I remember that first wild holy rain. Love holds on like a back road heartbeat, steady through the bumps and the hard-packed heat. Windows fogged, your hand on the glass, tracing out names as the seasons pass. If this is all I ever get to keep, your sleepy smile and our kids in the back seat, then darling, I don't need a thing but this back road heartbeat and your front seat kiss. Now there's crayons crushed in the floorboard dust, little boots kicked off by the door. You're humming soft in the hallway glow, rocking our youngest till her breathing slows. I catch your eyes above his little head, same wild girl from that smoky bar. Sunrise, painting the sky, another day dawning. Empty coffee cup, just like my heart was before you walked in. Kicked up dust and hold you. Yeah, love, it's a wild thing. Love, a desert bloom. Love, hard to hold on. Love, but worth the fight. Wind whispers your name through the dry corn stalks. Used to hear nothing, just the lonely howl. Now a melody, a steady humming. Yeah, love, it's the wild thing. Love, a desert glow. Love, hard to hold on. Love, but worth the My hands rough and warm from years of digging for something. Never knew what it was till your eyes met mine. A sundown call, they said it wouldn't last. This kind of fire, too hot, too fast. Gonna burn out quick, but they don't know us. Don't know this spirit. You were barefoot, coffee steam in your hands, first light leaking through the back of that screen door. Old dog sleeping on the welcome mat. You just laughed, said, look what you're late for. I've been loving you since dust on your front porch steps, since cheap wine, July, and grass stains on my neck. Every mile that I drive just leads me back to this heart like a home, hands like a promise I can't resist. I've been loving you, and I ain't done yet. You had blue paint on your Sunday dress from that bedroom wall. You swore you'd finish someday. Turned the brush on me, drew a heart on my chest, said, boy, you're stuck long as this don't fade. I've been loving you since paint on your Sunday dress, since takeout and tailgates and your head on my vest. Every wrong that I've done, still somehow you bless. You turn my busted up prayers into something like rest. I've been loving you, and I ain't done yet. There were slam doors, tires spitting up gravel. I swore I'd go farther than the county line, but I hit that sign and my hands started shaking. Turned this truck around before the gas hit 9. I don't always say it right, don't always fight the right fight, but your name keeps winning in my mind. Oh yeah, I've been loving you since late night come back home text, since kitchen floor makeups and your eyes still wet. Every scar that we wear is a page in our duet. You're the line I never wanna forget. I've been loving you, and I ain't done yet. One day we'll be silver in our hair, pills by the bed, reading glasses on a chair, TV talking low while you fall asleep there, breathing soft, breathing slow like a long, long prayer. I'll trace every wrinkle like a road I met, say, look at us, baby, we ain't done yet. Hey! Hey, I've been loving you since dust on your front porch steps, since first nervous knocking that who the hell's this, from your daddy in the hallway sizing me up in his vest, to the drive off your driveway with your hand on my chest. I've been loving you through every wrong turn in bed, every sunrise, every sunset. I've been loving you, and I ain't done yet. Barefoot, still coffee in your hands, same old dog dreams by the rusted swing set. You look at me with that I still choose you stare, say, boy, remember, we ain't done yet. I've been loving you, and I ain't done yet. Met you whirling gravel, meets a busted county line. You were stealing cherries from the back of someone's vine. Dust on your boots, laugh lines in your smile. Said you wanna see trouble, ride with me a while. You're my back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest so loud. My Sunday morning, my Friday night, my quiet prayer, my rowdy crowd. When the world starts shaking and I don't know who I am, you're my back road heartbeat, I'll follow it again. You talk with your hands when the screen door cussing, then come kiss me at the door. Yeah, you burn every dinner, we just laugh and call it fate. Say, who needs a recipe when love still fills the plate? You're my back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest so loud. My Sunday morning, my Friday night, my quiet prayer, my rowdy crowd. When the world starts shaking and I don't know who I am, you're my back road heartbeat, I'll follow it again. We got a crooked mailbox leaning like it knows our names, a dog that won't stop barking at the kids at ball games. You leave notes on napkins in my worn-out work truck cab. Drive safe, come home, you're still the best I ever had. You're my back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest so loud. My Sunday morning, my Friday night, my quiet prayer, my rowdy crowd. When the world starts shaking and I don't know who I am, you're my back road heartbeat, I'll follow it again. One day we'll be wrinkled, moving slow across this floor, counting all the little rings from glasses on this table board. If my memory fades and the names all slip away, I'll still know that rhythm that's been drumming every day. You're my back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest so loud. My Sunday morning, my Friday night, my quiet prayer, my rowdy crowd. When the world starts shaking and I don't know who I am, you're my back road heartbeat, I'll follow it again. So when they lay me down under red dirt, under sky, play that simple song of us, let it echo, let it ride. Cause love ain't in the headstones, it's the echo in your chest. You're my back road heartbeat, baby, you can keep the rest. Oh yeah. Rolling late in that rusted Ford, dust on your boots on my front porch, coffee in your hand, half asleep. Said I didn't plan on falling this deep. You laughed it off, kicked at a stone, said guess I'm better when I'm not alone. I tried to speak, but my tongue got tied, cause every road I'd run just stopped and your eyes were running on a half tank, full hard windows down in the dark, singing every crooked mile into the stars. If the highway ends, we'll park on the shoulder of the sky. If it all falls apart, I still got your hand on my arm. Half tank, full heart. We got bills stacked up on the counter there. You're wearing my flannel, sitting in my chair, circling dates on an old wall chart, talking about someday like it's not that far. You say love ain't magic, it's mud and rain, it's late night fights and staying anyway. I kiss your wrist where the paint's still wet from fixing this house we ain't finished yet. We're running on a half tank, full hard windows down in the dark, singing every crooked mile into the stars. If the highway ends, we'll park on the shoulder of the sky. If it all falls apart, I still got your hand on my arm. Half tank, full heart. Your mama called, said she's doing fine, told you she can hear you in my laugh sometimes. brakes on the weather up here. Thinks that we're living off luck and beer. We missed that rent check by day last June. You cried in the kitchen, I hummed a tune. We danced between dishes and overdue cards. Your cheek on my chest, my fear in your arms. We're running on a half tank, full hard windows down in the dark, singing every crooked mile into the stars. If the highway ends, we'll park on the shoulder of the sky. If it all falls apart, I still got your hand on my own half tank. Yeah, that's all we are. Maybe we don't get that big red barn, white fence, big dogs, 10-acre yard. Maybe our castle is this broke down yard, 2 long chairs and a sky full of sparks. Maybe forever is a borrowed truck, a Friday paycheck and a little luck. If I lose it all but I don't lose you, I'm rich in a way money can't undo. Oh yeah. There's a Polaroid stuck in the mirror frame. Your hair's all wild, we're both half insane. Caught in the rain by the county line. You wrote on the bottom, glad you're mine. We've changed our plans more than I can count. Dreams got smaller, love got loud. We don't say perfect, we say try. We don't say always, we say stand by. We're running on a half tank, full hard windows down in the dark, singing every crooked mile into the stars. If the highway ends, we'll park on the shoulder of the sky. If it all falls apart, I still got your hand on my arm. Half tank, full heart. Someday we'll be gray on a Sunday swing, talking about the mess and the joy it brings. Your laugh will be softer, my back will be sore, but I'll still be reaching for you by the door. Kids all grown, chasing what they want. We'll sit in that quiet that used to haunt. You'll look at me with that same old spark, say guess we did alright with this half tank heart. We're running on a half tank, full hard windows down in the dark, singing every met you in a bar off Highway 9. You were laughing at the jukebox, skipping every line. Boot heel tapping, blue eyes sharp. You drew your name in the ring on the bar. Said you look lost, but you look sure. I said I ain't cured, but I've seen worse. You stole my cap, said drive me home. Out the window fast, followed fence posts, chasing cattle and grass, radio buzzing some worn out tune, but you were humming something brand new. Dust in your hair, sun on your arm, bare feet up on my dashboard charm. You said promise me just one thing, if this breaks we still let it sting. I got your back roads on my heart, got your laughter in my lungs. Every time I try to leave, I taste your name on my tongue. You're the long way I keep taking, you're the stop I never little brother like my hat, dog like me too, so that was that. We talked about kids and a little white place. She traced floor plans on my calloused hands. She said, don't you dare become your dad. I said, I'll spend my life proving I'm not that man. I got your back roads on my heart, got your jacket on my chair. Every empty Sunday morning, you're the ghost of sitting there. You're the long way I keep taking, you're the mark on every chart. I got your back roads, driving through my heart. Hey! One late fall, leaves all rust. You pack dreams in the back of my truck. Say there's a job 3 counties away. Will you hate me if I can't stay? I clenched my jaw, tried to act tough, but every brave word just wasn't enough. You kissed my chin, missed my mouth, said if it's real, it'll find its route. Now it's coffee for one at that same old bar. Your laugh lives on in the corner by the jar. I talk too loud, so I don't think. I chew my pride like tobacco and drink. Folks say, son, let it go, but you're stitched in every shirt I own. You're the way my hand hangs on the wheel, that little pause before I peel. I drive past that job sign twice a week, practice speeches I'll never speak. Baby, I'm better, I ain't so scared, but I turn around halfway there. I got your back roads on my heart, got your thunder in my chest. Every girl that learns my name just gets your second-hand best. You're the long way I keep taking, you're the scar dressed up as art. I got your back roads, winding through my heart, oh winding. Time moves on like a cattle train, new paint signs, same old rain. Heard you married some steady hand, a quiet guy, safer plan. I ain't bitter, I ain't mad, just a little more like my old man. Talk big talk, sleep alone, leave the light on like you're coming home. If loving you was wrong, then wrong felt right. If losing you was mercy, why's it haunt my nights? If I had one more. Pouring whiskey at the Rusty Nail, name tag crooked, telling some tall tale about leaving this town, about changing your name. I was nursing heartache and cheap house wine, boots kicked up on that neon sign, just another lost soul stuck in the same old frame. But you put back roads on my heart, dust on my plans, a flame in the dark, turn every dead end into some kind of star. Yeah, call me falling apart in a bar full of lies and a jukebox of scars. You put back roads on my heart. You laughed at the ink on my busted arm, said that crooked compass ever do you harm. I said it points everywhere except where I'm meant to be. You took a napkin, drew a little star right where this town is on the map so far. I said, boy, sometimes the place you're running from holds the key. Cause you put back roads on my heart, dust on my plans, a flame in the dark, turned every dead end into some kind of star. Yeah, you called me falling apart in a bar full of lies and a jukebox of scars. You put back roads on my heart. Next week, Sunday, we were skipping church, tailgate pew on a riverbank perch, sun burning holes in that blue sky dome. You stole my ball cap, jumped in a stream, said love ain't luck, it's a long haul dream. I said if you're the journey this fool's found home. You put back roads on my heart, dust on my plans, a flame in the dark. Turned every dead end into some kind of start. Yeah, you caught me falling apart by the water and willows and your bare wet arms. You put back roads on my heart. We hit 30 states in a beat-up Ford, fast food cups and a dashboard, Lord, changing the ashtray blankets in the back. Your boots on the dash, bare feet on the glass, radio loud, let the miles roll past, talking about forever like a well-worn track. Every mile marker, every sunrise brand new. All those wide open spaces still felt smaller than you. Yeah, you put back roads on my heart, dust on my plans, a flame in the dark. Turned every dead end into some kind of start. You took every broken part, turned them into verses and late night sparks. You put back roads on my heart. I ain't saying it's easy. We fight like thunder, love like rain, slamming doors on a Tuesday, slow dancing barefoot in the kitchen again. Oh yeah, you slam that pan on the stove. I swear I'm sleeping in my truck, but one soft sorry from your lips and I'm staying for good, baby, that's our kind of luck. There was a night by your daddy's land, you said these fields are all I understand. Thought I see regret hiding in your eyes, but you pointed out where the oak tree grows, said right there's where the good stuff shows. Roots dig deep when the storm clouds rise. You don't need some big city, you don't need some fancy plan. You just need one stubborn fool who won't let go of your hand. And you put back roads on my heart, dust on my plans, a flame in the dark. Turned every dead end into some kind of star. Yeah, you took that runaway paw, set it down on your porch in the yard. You put back roads on my heart. Now those baby shoes on the kitchen chair, your old flannel on the rocking chair, little fingerprints on every window pane. We're late on the payment but right on time for swing set squeals and muddy blue eyes, making up stories when it